All right, just waiting for somebody to start watching. As we are going live for the first time. Just looking to see if I can be heard here. Speaker and headphones muted. Volume mixer. Let's see, microphone, real tech. Can you hear me? Let's try that. And is that a little bit better? Can you hear me? All right. How about now? Not a lot of sound. Hoping you can hear me. Trying to get the live stream to come up here on my phone. There we go. It's my first time. Give me a break. Hey, we got somebody watching. Trying to see if you can hear me okay. Thank you to whoever popped a like on there. All right, well, I can't see it on my phone. I don't know if you guys can see it, but we're giving it a try. So, the theme for this month's Big D bag is swag bag. And so before we get to opening the Big D bag, I'll just give you some follow-up here. I am broadcasting live from the bat cave, so to speak. The weather's been pretty crappy, and all the kids are out of school right now with coronavirus going around. So, number one, I hope you and your families are all staying safe and staying healthy. This is not something to mess around with. If you, like me here in Wisconsin, have some kind of stay at home or quarantine order, please follow that because it's not worth the risk to you, your family, or anybody else. Stay safe. Do what you need to do. Make sure that you're staying home, washing your hands, social distancing, all of that. I've had some requests to do a video on what Walker the Woodsman and his family are doing to stay safe during this pandemic. I'm not sure that I necessarily want to do that just because I'm not one to want to profit, so to speak, from something as negative and hurtful as a virus that's going around and killing people. But if I get enough requests, I may throw something out there about some of the things that me and my family do to maintain our safety and to make sure that we have the supplies to ensure our survival during a difficult time like this. Thankfully, my wife and I are both considered essential services in terms of our jobs. So we're both working, but we have the kids home with us and we're trying to do the homeschooling stuff and keeping them occupied and busy. Sincerely, I hope that you and your loved ones are safe during this time, and I hope to bring you some comedy and some fun. I haven't posted a video in quite some time just because we've been home doing that homeschooling, working hard, and making sure that we have everything that we need at home. So that's all I'm going to say about that. In terms of follow-up from the previous bags, a subscriber and a friend of mine named Katie, she asked for the items from the, I believe it was the February bag. No, that was the January bag with the waterfowl hunting. Her and her fiance are waterfowl hunters, and they actually specifically said that they had a hard time carrying the game that they had managed to hunt, and so they were asking for the game stringer. So I said, great, I'll send that out to you. And then I also asked, hey, would you be interested in the depth setters? So Katie, thank you for reaching out to me. I'll be making sure that these get to you ASAP. With that said, I would love to hear some follow-up from you, even maybe a video from you and your husband. That would really be cool, and I'd be happy to share that on my channel and share that with people and see how you're enjoying those. So please feel free to let me know what you want to do with it. Not a requirement. You're still getting these items no matter what. So without further ado, oh wait, let me take a drink from my big old BigDBag cup here. It's not campfire coffee today, just water. But we're gonna dig into this month's BigDBag, the swag bag. See what they got for us. First, let me say that to the folks over at BigDBag, I wanna thank you for the way you sent these bags out this month. Typically, what we've been seeing is this bag gets stuffed inside of like a USPS priority mail bag. And there's no reason for that really because it's a bag, right? It should be able to ship okay. You seal it up, stuff some air in there, and it should keep the contents safe. Um, so I don't know what the logic was behind that prior to this month, but I appreciate you using less packaging to make sure these items get to us and respecting Mother Nature in that way. I'd really love it if you guys could figure out a way to not package them in single-use plastic. I'm finding uses for my other empty Big D bags for storage and things like that, but having a more biodegradable option, in my opinion, would certainly be a big plus. But you guys keep doing what you're doing. I know you're working hard over there, and I appreciate everything that you've been sending us. So let's dig in. Starting off, let's see, yeah, make sure that's visible there. Starting off with our info card. This month's theme, month 5. It's bag number 4 for me. I did not get in with the first bag, but I'm on my 4th video. This is month 5. So the first item is the CRKT Minimalist Black Drop Point. The description here says, Columbia River Knife and Tool Minimalist. I did not know that that was what CRKT meant. Fixed blade knife, 2.16 inches, 5CR15 MOV / black stonewash, plain edge, drop point, glass reinforced nylon sheath, G10 handle in black, the perfect compact utility neck knife. I'm actually really excited for this because I don't have a neck knife right now, other than the little Spyderco knife that they sent in the previous bag. So I'm looking forward to checking this thing out. Retails for $39.99 at crkt.com. So to kind of go back to the discussions that we always have about cost, this automatically, just the $39.99, covers the cost of the bag. So anything above and beyond this is going to get us to that 2 times promise that Delco and BigDBag give us. So let's dig in here and try to find this thing. There we go. So first thing that comes out is a little clip, and then the knife. Check it out. Now that's a small knife, but I love the finger grips on there. I love the little tail here made out of cordage. It's got a nice grooved thumb hold there. Yeah, for a neck knife. Look at that. So that'll hang on the neck really well. And just right now, just shaking it, it's not going anywhere. And then it'd be really easy to yank that thing off of there and put it to work. The edge is in really good shape. Sometimes with more mass-produced knives, you see some chipping or a not really well-ground edge. This one seems nice. I wouldn't say razor sharp, but there's a couple of ways that you can test a knife, and one of them for like a field sharpening is just putting it on your fingernail, and if it catches just with the weight of the knife, that's pretty sharp, and that's catching really well. Let's trim our cardstock here. And that cuts right through, no stops, no tears, no nothing. So that's a nice, at minimum, field sharp knife. So I'm very happy with that. I'm going to keep that right on the neck for the duration. I'll probably carry that with me 90% of the time, maybe add it into my EDC as I have done with some of the other items from the BigDBag. So crkt.com. Yep, crkt.com, $39.99, or order yourself a BigDBag. Maybe you'll get one. Next item is a Pro Camp Tech waxwood stick. I've actually heard of these, and I've seen these used in some other YouTube videos. Waxwood stick is made to mimic naturally occurring fat wood, which if you don't know what fat wood is, it's generally from like a pine or a spruce type tree. When a branch breaks, the tree sends resin, the sap basically, into that branch as a form of a scab to help heal that, to prevent the tree from dying. And that resin, that sap makes for great glue, but it's also extremely flammable. So if you shave that down, it's great for fire starting. Waxwood stick is made to mimic naturally occurring fat wood, which is wood impregnated with extra resin when a tree attempts to repair damage or dies. There we go. Waxwood stick is not only easier to light than a natural fat wood, it's conveniently sized for your pack or fire kit. It's soft enough to be easily processed, but has no sticky residue to contend with. It's dry, easy to pack, and super easy to use. Retails for $6.49. Available at procamptech.com. And I believe this is what we're looking at. the wax wood stick from Next Gen Fatwood. So it's got a little description card with it. And there's our chunk. And if we, oh, look at that. Look how easily that just, I'm not putting any pressure on this. And I'm getting shavings all over my computer. But look at that. Those are some nice feathered shavings right there, just with a couple of strokes. And I bet you with a ferro rod that would light really easy. Or if you have something from the previous kits, like the Exotac to light a fire with, these will burn real fast, real quick, and get your fire going in no time. And that's a big chunk. You're not going to need much, especially if you have some good fire tinder, some kindling, something that will go well, but you can add some more of this to a small amount of kindling to get a fire going. You can feel that it's definitely impregnated with something, but it does not have that sticky residue that you might get from some pine resin or something of that nature. So this is definitely something you want to keep with your kit, even if you're not going camping right now, which some states aren't. Okay, you just can't go into the parks right now and go camping. Maybe you can't leave your family to go into the woods. Practice with this in your fireplace or your fire pit at home. See how it works. You've got plenty here to work with. I mean, we're talking a good 6 inches by almost a full inch wide. So this is a good chunk to keep with you. If you keep this dry and you keep this handy, you're never going to have a problem starting a fire. So definitely a winner, especially for only $6.50. This is a heck of a good deal, and that's a nice solid piece of wood. I've actually been working on a project where I take a piece of fat wood and I insert that bayite ferro rod. I drill a hole into it and insert it into there. So in theory, you could even take maybe a chunk of this, cut it off, drill a hole in there and throw a ferro rod in there. Use this as your ferro rod handle, and then you have the two together. So maybe some ideas for working with this particular item there. Next on the card is from the BigDBag. The BigDBag Heather Gray Snapback Hat is ready for any adventure. It's the classic trucker hat that we've all grown to love, but branded in the coolest swag around. You may not be a looker now, but this hat is guaranteed to catch the attention of the nearest passerbys. No matter your persuasion, this hat will not just catch their attention, but will easily break that awkward ice to start the conversation. Retails for $26.95, available at thebigdbag.com. Bag is now empty. Now, I'm not much of a baseball cap or trucker hat guy. I got a pretty large head, so let's see if this baby fits. Okay, I got to admit, that doesn't look half bad. What do you think? Can I pull that off? It's comfortable. I'd wear that. I'll be honest, I don't know that I'd pay $27 for it, but I do love the BigDBag. I do love talking about it. And if you click on the link down below and purchase yourself a BigDBag subscription like I have, I get a commission if you use my link to sign up for your BigDBag, and I would sincerely appreciate your support. So please, if you're thinking about getting the BigDBag, feel free to sign up. Please use my link. This might be a good way to generate some conversation, and maybe I'll print that link onto a business card or a QR code, and this might be a good way to generate some more interest and get some people talking about the BigDBag and signing up. So BigDBaggers, if you're interested, check with thebigdbag.com, see about getting an affiliate link set up for yourself, get some people to sign up for the BigDBag, get yourself some commission there. So let's talk about value. $40 for the neck knife, $6.50 for the waxwood stick, and then $26.95 for the hat. So we're looking at math. That's 35, that's 40, so 75 bucks. So if you're paying 40 bucks for the Big D bag, might come in a little under that 2 times value. I suppose if you add in shipping and everything like that, coming in a little bit under. But for me, 35 bucks is what I pay for my Big D bag subscription, and thus far, for me, I'm hitting it, and to me, that's worth it. Um, there's a lot of people that don't quite understand what Big D-Bag is trying to do here. This is not a battle box. This is not a tactical box. This is not a knife box. Number one, it's a bag. Easy, right? But on top of that, you also got to consider that this is a monthly surprise type thing. They're not looking to give you exactly the same theme every month. Each month has a different theme. They don't tell us exactly what's coming in the box. They're trying to keep you surprised so that when you do get into your Big D bag, it's a surprise inside, and it's a lot of fun. I enjoy opening up my Big D bag every month, seeing what they're giving me. Even if it's not something that I may use, it's a good conversation starter. It's good for giving away as gifts. And so it's just a lot of fun. It's not expensive. For most people, you're looking right now, 40 bucks, I believe, is what they're charging. For 40 bucks once a month, you're not going to feel that in your budget too bad, but you are going to have some fun with it. And it might inspire you to try something new, to try a new technique, to try a new sport. Um, Wear a new hat. I've always wanted a nice neck knife, and now I've got one. So this is something that I can carry around with me. It also did come with that belt clip, so I could throw that on a belt or something like that if I wanted to have a nice small concealed knife option. So that's all I got here in the Big D bag. Big D bag is empty. I also want to let you guys know that I had to repost the episode 4 of Try Day Friday. So that was the axe throwing lesson. And I would sincerely appreciate it if you go back and rewatch that episode, because I had to take it down after a few views. It wasn't working for some reason, and I couldn't get enough support on it to fix it and figure it out. So it is there on my channel. Please check that out. Check out Try Day Friday. Check out how to 1,001 ways to use an Altoids tin. I've got hiking for breakfast on there. Currently, I am editing up and working on the episode where I go out into the woods and test out my $100 kit. I'll give you a little spoiler. It was not a successful trip, but I did learn a lot, and I'll be planning on doing a newer, updated version here in the near future, probably when summer hits and these safe at home and quarantine orders are no longer in effect. That's probably when I'll go out and do this. But last thing I want to throw out at you, once again, I just want to remind you all to be safe. Do what you need to do to stay at home as best you can. Social distance from people. Social distance does not mean social isolation. You can talk to people. You can live stream. You can talk on the phone. Okay. That doesn't mean that you have to completely shut yourself off from the world. Just make sure that you're not coming into close physical contact with other people, because you don't know. They could not have symptoms. They could have mild symptoms and think they just have a cold. I don't know. But I'm telling you right now, I've got a kid with asthma, and I've got a wife with an autoimmune disorder. My mother has a compromised immune system. I've got grandparents in their 80s and 90s. I work in essential services. I can't avoid contacting people. So if you're going out into the world and you've been exposed and you expose me, now I expose my wife, my daughter, my mom, my dad, my grandparents. That could be deaths. That could sincerely mean deaths. And even if you're healthy, there are healthy people dying from this virus. So please, guys, stay at home as much as you can. Avoid that physical contact. Wash, wear gloves, masks if you need to. It's not weird right now. They do it in Japan 100% of the time. So, guys, thank you for joining me here. Thanks for watching the unbagging of March's Big D bag, which was a cool bag. Big D bag, guys, thank you. Thank you for the hat. Thank you for the knife. Thank you for the waxwood stick. I sincerely appreciate it. Also, if you get the chance, head on over to my buddy Joe Fish Unboxings channel. He does unboxings of the Big D bag as well, unbaggings of the Big D bag. He does a really great job, and he has a way more epic, massive, cool beard than me. So if you're into that, by all means, check it out. I don't have the D2 knife in here with me to talk about. I am testing that. I am working with it. I have carried it around. Really enjoy it. Oh wait, I got it right over here. There it is. I've set it up to carry horizontally on my belt, and I'm really loving carrying this baby around. So now, one is none, two is one, right? Oh, and three is just enough. One is none, two is one, and three is just enough. I think I got enough knives to get through the zombie apocalypse. But anyway, guys, that's it for me, Walker the Woodsman. I want to remind you to be prepared, get outdoors if you can, and respect Mother Nature. But most of all, everybody stay safe, love each other, be kind to your neighbor. Don't hoard all the toilet paper and milk and bottled water. Share some for your neighbor. They're going to need it too. But thanks for watching, guys. Stay safe out there. Catch you next time.